Hey guys, p.e.k.k.a here, and we are back with another 12-win Grand Challenge deck. So this time we are playing once again the p.e.k.k.a Night Witch Battle Ram deck. Now, this video is going to be slightly different because I started recording a different video, but time just kind of got away from me, and wound up having to go play and Steal the Crown, which is a program hosted with Woody over on Twitch, and that was great. I was able to win $25 by getting a streak going, so you may want to check that out in the future. But as you see here, we were able to get our 12 win, and we also got back-to-back 12 wins. So, and 3 out of 4. The one in the middle is a bit of a different deck. I won't be using that one again. So a little bit about this video. We're gonna open up this chest as well as that replay, and then because I started recording a different video before, I have my other 12 win replay in there. So we will cut to that for just a quick moment, and then we'll get into some live matches. So let's open this up. So 22,000 gold. All our commons and rares will be converted to gold, so we will mostly just skip through them pretty quickly. But you'll actually get double 12-win Grand Challenge chests in this video. Let's see if we can get a legend. Ooh, maybe. Oh, nice. Poison. Poison's definitely one of the cards I definitely want to max as soon as possible. What do we get? Oh. Oh man, that's sad. That's unfortunate. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the pretty good match. Okay, so this is versus the Giant Miner deck that has been going around quite a bit. It can be pretty punishing against when you pump up, so you do have to be pretty careful of that. So he did not have Night Witch here, so he leads with his Giant plus a Miner. Unfortunately, that Miner is going to get good value against us, but we were able to defend the push, and now we have our Night Witch coming back the other way, also with a Battle Ram. So he has to log the Battle Ram as well as the Night Witch, and we're able to get a nice value poison here. And we do get some bats, as well as our Barbarian is still just chipping away at this tower, and that tower is all the way down to 276. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna pump up again here. It's not what I truly want to do, but I am ahead slightly in Elixir because I know that his Miner's back in rotation, and I figured that he would lead with Giant Miner. So I have to defend the Miner with the P.E.K.K.A, and once again he gets good value on my pump. So not too much damage, not a tremendous amount of damage taken, and he does take 1,000 off, but he does have to deal with our P.E.K.K.A still. So now we have our Baby Dragon, our Night Witch, our P.E.K.K.A against his E-Wiz. So he's still gonna have to defend here, and he's gonna try to take our troop for a walk. So the good thing about that is really that was just kind of a waste of his Giant. And he still had to defend with an E-Wiz, with a Skeletons, with a Ice Spirit, all giving us a nice positive trade there. So finally we are able to block the Miner, and that was a perfect position on the P.E.K.K.A, landing on the tower as well as the pump, getting keeping our pump healthy and not letting him get that chip damage in. So now we're ready to start our split pushing. I always like to split push with either the Baby Dragon or with a Night Witch behind the P.E.K.K.A, and then the Battle Ram on the opposite side, to make sure that they have a more difficult time defending. And just like that, our bandit on the other side was able to make that final connection. We didn't have to use our log plus poison to finish it out. So that was a pretty GG well played. Not too bad. Oh, sorry about that rotation. Okay, so we're just gonna cut here, go to the other replay. Sorry if the commentary is slightly off, and then we'll come back for the live matches. So let's open up this chest real quick, and then let's get into these matches. So definitely need this gold. Was running pretty low because I just maxed out my Inferno Tower, as well as I leveled up my Expo quite a bit, all the way to 7. I've been playing that a bit on ladder, so that's pretty fun. I might make a video on that as well. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in seeing some Expo gameplay. All these commons and rares are going to be converted into gold, which is beautiful. I'm getting like 30,000 gold per Grand Challenge 12 win now. Really, really nice. As you see, you get 2,150 off those furnaces. Unfortunately, no epic this time. Sorry, no legendary this time. Let's hope for some maybe golems, poison, freeze, baby dragon, bowler. So bowler is getting awfully close. That looks like it's going to be the next legend that does max of mine. Not sure I have a deck for him yet though. Okay, so let's hop into that match. So we'll do a couple stops in this match to make sure that we can explain why we choose things. So first thing you'll notice here is that I'm not going to play anything for a little bit. We just don't have it. We don't have a good hand to go. If we play a baby dragon in the back to cycle to the pump, then we're a little bit low on splash damage defense. In case they go with like minion horde heal, we actually need both baby dragon and poison. And if we just go with a battle ram, it'll just probably be countered for giving them positive elixir trade. So he decides to pump. We decide to go with a pretty big push here. I did make a mistake here. We did walk into this P.E.K.K.A, which isn't the worst. Our Night Witch will clean that up, but we did slightly miss our poison, unfortunately. But we are going to get some damage with our baby dragon here. Now we do have a bit of an elixir lead, and we're going to use that to pump up aggressively here. It's possible we could have been punished, but I did want to get ahead and get back into neutral. So he drops a Night Witch in the back, and we know that he's probably going to build up a big push here. So what we want to do is we want to defend his big push with our P.E.K.K.A, and what we are going to do is, because he hasn't committed to either side of the lane yet, we're at max elixir, so we're going to split our bandit to the left. Now what we didn't know is that he was going to drop his battle ram split pushing as well. So our P.E.K.K.A is going to go 7 for 7 on the right, and we are going to drop our baby dragon and bandit on the left, and that goes 7 for 8 for a positive elixir trade. Now he drops his P.E.K.K.A and goes all the way down to no elixir to defend ours, and we drop our battle ram supported by our baby dragon, and just like that we make the first connection of the game. Now as you see on the right, we dropped our Night Witch in the back, and the reason we did this is so that we can build up bats so they can start defending his P.E.K.K.A without our Night Witch being crushed right away. So when a P.E.K.K.A is coming across, that is one thing you can do to help keep your Night Witch alive. Also, Night Witch will get a stab prior to the P.E.K.K.A hitting it. So as you see here, we were able to save our Night Witch. She did have a tiny bit of health. We weren't able to protect her to make another push going forward. But in the future, you know, you may have been able to get a battle ram in front or something else in front to give her the protection. So really at this point, as you see here, we are at 235. Poison deals 240. So really all we got to do is defend. So let's speed this up. We'll drop our P.E.K.K.A on the right once again. We got our bandit and Night Witch defending the other side. And really we just don't want to take damage over on the left. We'll poison down, and there's really nothing he can do anymore. Another P.E.K.K.A to clean up. And our P.E.K.K.A on the right just happened to kill it because he knew that he had to go all in and attack. So that's pretty GG, well played. Facing other P.E.K.K.A as well as other Battle Ram decks, you should probably expect to face several of them in a Grand Challenge. That's why I wanted to highlight that match, even though it is a mirror match. Okay guys, we're back. Let's get into those live matches. Okay. So, we don't have anything we particularly want to start with. So, let's hold off a moment, see if we can get him to play something first. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just open up with a bandit in the back. So basically our bandit doesn't cost nearly as much because he hesitated in playing. And I definitely would like to do the same. Pump up. So Baby Dragon is very good at killing Night Witch. So let's see if he responds to the Baby Dragon or if he just eats it. Okay, so Minion Horde and heal. Great. One of my least favorite decks to play. Okay, so he opened up with Golem Night Witch on the other side. I don't think he's got any elixir left. So hopefully we can take this tower. We are going to have a very tough time defending ours, but we're going to get the pump as well with it. So let's poison as well and see if we can survive this push. I definitely appreciate that single back. Okay. So, pumped up again. Hopefully we can get our P.E.K.K.A onto his Three Musketeers next time. Okay, so he's gonna come down the opposite side. He might try to split push us. Not the best. Okay, he healed again, so heal will give us some value out of our P.E.K.K.A there. So, and he won't be able to heal this Minion Horde. Let's see what his next plan is. See if we can catch him a bit off guard. There's the Three Musketeers. Let's see if we can log everything back. There's the Battle Ram connection. Let's see if we can get a poison on, and that's going to be GG, well played, right there, all at once. And he is not happy. I don't even think his Night Witch was able to spawn his first set of bats. That can be a rough matchup. If you have the ability to take out the Golem with your Night Witch and then your use your P.E.K.K.A on the Three Musketeers, that can be a better situation if you're able to get that to go through. So we open up trading bandits. We wind up +1 because he has to spend the skeletons to go with it. Let's hope this is not graveyard. I'm gonna take some night damage. Gonna protect my pump a bit. Unfortunately, he's still going to take some pump damage. I'm not going to support the Baby Dragon. Let's see how he responds. Okay, so he responds with a Musketeer. So let's go in on the other side. Look at that. There's a connection. That looks like that's going to be Tower 1 of the game. And we'll use our Bandit to clean up the Musketeer and see how he responds to this Bandit. And I'm not sure, but he may have just given up. As you saw there, I do get notifications when you guys comment on my videos, and I do try to answer most of the questions that you guys ask. So, just like that, move on to 2-0. Let's get in one more. Okay, so this game is versus Merlin. Let's open up with a pump. He opens up with an Ice Spirit. Okay, so we'll open up with a Night Witch to tank. And he will fireball down and as well as get some bandit value here. So he fireballed, zapped minions. Just gonna send in a naked battle ram just to test, see what his plan is. Would definitely like to be able to pump up a bit, or at least get a P.E.K.K.A down on defense. I'm gonna pump up while he has to respond to that baby dragon. Okay, so this is good. Unfortunately, we were just a hair late on our elixir tick to get that P.E.K.K.A down. He did fireball the pump. That gives us still a +1, but we got a P.E.K.K.A down, full health P.E.K.K.A, followed by a Night Witch and Bandit. So let's see what his plan is, because this is a ton. It's gonna chop our Bandit twice, and that's gonna kill his P.E.K.K.A. So now that he did all that on the left, let's draw a battle ram on all that on the right. Let's draw a battle ram on the left and see if we can continue this push, get this assault going. Night Witch is still basically at full health over there. Looks like we're gonna take that left tower. So that's a 2-for-1. Do we get one more stab with that Night Witch? No more stabs with the Night Witch. If that baby dragon turns around though, this could be a nice 3-crown, and it's going to be. Good game, well played. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Double 12 wins. Let me know if you like this. Once again, I am playing 2v2s with some of my subscribers. So if you would like to play 2v2s, make sure you leave a comment in the description. I'll try to pick at least one person each video to play some 2v2 matches with. I do think that this deck is extremely well positioned in the meta. Sorry about that spin. P.E.K.K.A is just amazing versus Battle Ram, giving you basically a full health P.E.K.K.A on the counter attack after it crushes the Battle Ram, often a bandit with it. You know, for basically what amounts to a 75% P.E.K.K.A for free. And then they have to respond to it on the other side. I don't recommend playing P.E.K.K.A in the back very frequently unless you have a huge elixir advantage, or you know you're going against a golem that's also going to start in the back, as you do need your P.E.K.K.A and to an extreme degree against golem, giant, battle ram, making sure that you have it ready. Versus the mirror match, you're gonna want to try to split push quite a bit. You know, those split pushes are important to when he drops his P.E.K.K.A. If you can get your battle ram in the other lane and get it to connect, that's a good way. That's a great way to win the game. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching once again. I will see you next time. Peace.